the conflict and the war has really just started. And specifically with the hostage crisis, what happens to over 100 people? Elderly women, men, we are being told even children who are currently hostage in the Gaza Strip, who were taken away. These women who were pleading and crying and were kidnapped by the Hamas extremists. Hamas has announced that if Gaza is attacked by Israel, live executions will begin by the Hamas extremists. Israeli hostages are currently in the Gaza Strip. There's no information about them. And Hamas has said for every building bombarded in Gaza, one hostage will be killed. In a statement by Abu Ubaidah, spokesperson for the military wing of the Hamas Al-Qassam brigades, has on Al Jazeera threatened Israel with dire consequences if further attacks continue. Hundreds of Israeli citizens are currently held hostages by the Hamas. As per reports, latest information is about the abduction of a woman, Doron, and her 2 daughters. There is, remember, another young woman, Noah, whose visual was going viral about how she was taken away from her partner and on the bike, on a vehicle, that she was taken away, and while she pleaded with to be let go. There is no information about her presently.
From this moment, we announce that for every attack towards our people who are safe in their homes without prior warning, unfortunately we have to execute one of the civilian enemy captives that we have hostage. And we will be forced to broadcast this in video and audio. We announce this decision and we hold the responsibility in front of the whole world to the Zionist enemy and its leadership that they are responsible for this decision.
So remember, now the real test also begins for Israel. While it continues to pound the Gaza Strip and the Hamas terror hideouts, what happens to the hostages, at least over 100 that have been taken in on the Gaza Strip by the Hamas terrorists? Their fate is still unknown. We're talking about young women, men, elderly women, and some experts have said even children have been taken away.
Women tortured, murdered, and spat on. Students abducted in broad daylight. These videos give you a glimpse of the horror that's unfolded in Israel over the weekend as Hamas groups entered the country and targeted innocent women. Unfathomable atrocities have taken place in Israel, particularly at a rave party near the Gaza Strip, where hundreds of casualties were reported. The count is at 260 currently from this gathering alone. In this video posted by one of the partygoers, Hamas terrorists can be seen paragliding into the party venue even as attendees dance away, with no idea of the bloodshed that would take place just seconds later. As terrorists indiscriminately opened fire, youngsters can be seen running for their lives and hiding behind tents. Some are badly injured and bleeding, but in a better condition than many others, particularly women. 30-year-old Shani Nauk, seen here dancing with her friends. She, unfortunately, was one of the casualties of the Hamas carnage at the rave party. The German citizen, an Insta influencer, was tortured brutally and finally killed, and this video shows the horror of what they did to her. Shani was abducted, tortured, her limbs broken, and body then dumped in a pickup truck. Shani's body, then face down, was sat upon by terrorists as Hamas supporters spat on her body. Her remains are yet to be found, and her mother has now put out a public appeal for any information on her daughter.
This morning, my daughter, who is a German citizen, was abducted with a tourist group in the south of Israel by Palestinian Hamas. We were sent a video in which I clearly recognized my daughter unconscious in a car with the Palestinians who drove along the Gaza Strip. I am asking for any news or help to please be sent to us. Thank you.
Another sample of the Hamas brutality at the rave party is what happened to a young Israeli student. This is 25-year-old Noah, who was abducted from the rave party by Hamas terrorists. Noah is taken away on a bike by armed men, and she's seen sobbing and crying, asking her boyfriend to help her. But her boyfriend watches helplessly as she's taken away, held back, and reportedly was tortured too. The young student's family has released this video hoping to get any information on her whereabouts. But so far, there's been little news that's reached them. This is the plight of so many youngsters who were at the party. Some tortured and murdered, some still in the custody of Hamas terrorists, and efforts are on to ensure the safety of all abducted individuals. A woman abducted, blindfolded and shoved into a vehicle near Gaza. An Israeli family held hostage by Hamas terrorists in their own homes as their daughter was murdered in front of their eyes. The scale of atrocities and inhumane acts in Israel is still unraveling as horrifying videos give us a glimpse of the hostage crisis playing out. There are still countless people unaccounted for, countless Israelis who remain in Hamas's custody. Bureau Report, India Today.
India's #1 political reporter
defines what seems to be happening, vendetta politics. कोई दूध के से धुला हुआ नहीं है.
Unmatched eye, unmatched experience.
The world has changed. My black hair has become grey as well.
And with unmatched passion for the story.
Do not monopolize the conversation.
When it's 100% news that matters. It's News Today with Rajdeep Sardesai. Monday to Friday, 9 p.m. Only on India Today TV. India's #1 political reporter.
Defines what seems to be happening, vendetta politics. कोई दूध के से धुला हुआ नहीं है.
Unmatched eye, unmatched experience.
The world has changed. My black hair has become grey as well.
And with unmatched passion for the story.
Do not monopolize the conversation.
When it's 100% news that matters. It's News Today with Rajdeep Sardesai. Monday to Friday, 9 p.m. Only on India Today TV. India's #1 political reporter.
Defines what seems to be happening, vendetta politics. कोई दूध के से धुला हुआ नहीं है.
Unmatched eye, unmatched experience.
The world has changed. My black hair has become grey as well.
And with unmatched passion for the story.
Do not monopolize the conversation.
When it's 100% news that matters. It's News Today with Rajdeep Sardesai. Monday to Friday, 9 p.m. Only on India Today TV.